Oh, yeah. Oh, Jake's a little late, but we're still vibing. What's up, everybody? How we doing? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Killjoy Jake YouTube channel. Sorry about being a little late. Jake was just wrapping up a podcast, and I haven't even had dinner yet, so shit's crazy. I love it. Oh, how we doing that, though, everybody? On a Saturday night, we're vibing out. Little horror weekend Q&A. Let's talk some horror movies. What's up, Gunner? How's it going? Oh, God. Update on my role as SpongeBob. Gunner is in a play where he plays SpongeBob. Bikini Bottom gets hit by fear as a volcano grows beside their town, and they're all going to die. What? Now it's up to SpongeBob, me, and Sandy Patrick to save Bikini Bottom. Gunner, hell yeah, man. I have no idea what you're talking about, but badass, my friend. Scott Walker is with us, too, saying, hi, Jake. How's it going? Today I've got a few things to ask you, if that's okay. Hit me, man. Hit me with a good question. Triple Glax is saying, I just saw the Stream trailer. I'm stoked. I hope the kills are as good as Art the Clown. I think so, man. That trailer is fucking sick. Oh, damn. That was fun. I loved some of the little kills and stuff that got teased. We didn't see like a whole bunch of stuff, which was nice, but just the right amount, in my opinion. Triple Glax. I dig it. I'm very excited to see what the whole movie is all about. RJ Skorenki is saying, let's talk some Scream 7 on a Saturday night. Man, let's go. Hell yeah. Hit me with some Scream 7 questions, man. Let's talk a little Scream 7. Let's talk about if we're excited about the film or if we're scared. I'm a little scared. I'm going to be honest. I'm excited, but I'm scared. Excited and scared. Is there a word for that? I don't know. Kind of like, I'm not going to say that. Never mind. Kind of like butt sex. I'm excited and scared. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Jason Carpenter is saying, glad Miramax got the Halloween rights. A24 sucks ass. Okay, but Miramax did Halloween Resurrection, my friend. Are we really that excited about it? I don't know. I'm scared. A24 sucks ass. I don't know about that. You haven't seen enough A24 movies. Joking. Thanks for being here, though, Jason. I appreciate you. Lily is saying, I'm warning you. What? I can't read that, Lily. I'll get in trouble. Please be safe. Don't do none of that. What else are we talking about? Scott is saying, if they do a Christmas setting in Scream 7, how cool will it be if one of the killers, Ghostface, dresses up as Santa? Do you think that's a good idea, or do you think that'll be a bad idea? I don't want it to get too gimmicky. I don't want it to get too gimmicky or silly. Like, I feel like when Scream gets too silly, it turns into scary movie. So I really don't want Ghostface being like, you want a present? And then stab someone in the boob or something. You know, that's just going to be like, okay, I don't know. We can't get too weird with it, or it's just going to turn into a scary movie, and that makes me sad. So let's not do that. Let's keep it Scream. Let's not venture into Scary Movie 6 territory, because I just don't know if that would work or not. But just my opinion. I also feel like I heard so many people complaining about Scream 6. They're like, well, it just feels like a big city. I just don't feel like this is New York. I'm like, but the counter to that is having Ghostface eating a slice of pizza, climbing up the Statue of Liberty, jumping off the Empire State Building. I'm just like, I wouldn't have wanted that. Like, I wouldn't have wanted a New York themed horror movie where it's all glitz and glamour and stuff. It's a musical. Like, no, that wouldn't have worked, man. I liked how it was just big city backdrop, like cool New York and all that. I don't know. It was like, sure, it was New York, but that wasn't like the focal point. I don't know. To me, I think if they would have went that route, it would have become too gimmicky. I don't want nothing too gimmicky for the next movie. Like, let's have Ghostface in the snow, have that influence some chase scenes and all that, but it doesn't got to be all about Christmas or holiday season and all that. It's all good. I just want to see Ghostface in the snow. That's the big reason that I want that to happen, why I want the holiday setting. Ghostface95 is saying, hi, Jake. Hope you're doing good, because I'm great. Nice. Saw the original Hellraiser for the first time yesterday, and it's amazing. Hell yes. And now you're watching Paddington 2. What a wonderful combination those two movies are. Because why not? It's a good film. I hear it's fantastic. Ever since I saw the Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, I have needed to see this. There's a whole joke about that movie in there. That's fantastic, though, man. I'm so glad you enjoyed Hellraiser. I love the film. I was so happy to have Doug Bradley on just a couple of days ago. So if you guys have not seen that stream, that was insane. I'm still sad that stream did not get as many views as it should have, because that was without a doubt the best stream I've ever had on this page. So check that one out. It was great. Doug had some super interesting insights about the Hellraiser franchise and things that he would want to do if he was younger. And I thought that was just so cool. Just thought that was so much fun. So check that out if you guys have not watched it. I highly recommend it. Jason is asking if I bought the Megan Steelbook. I have not. I did just, I did a video today talking about my, collection. I just got the Smile Steelbook and the Scream 3 one. I have Megan on Blu-ray, though. I love this movie, one of my favorite horror films from the year, though. I will probably own the Steelbook at some point. Man, what a killer movie. One of the top 10s of the year, I think, for sure. May Ann is with us tonight. What's up? What's up? Thanks for being a Killjoy cult member. Howdy, hey. Welcome, welcome. I see the new profile picture, too. That's pretty sick. I love it. What's up? What's up? Slasher Studios is saying, what's up, Jake? What's up, dog? How's it going? Ice 9 Kills. What's up? What's up? How you doing, my dude? Thanks for being here. Scott is saying there's been news about a Scream video game in the works. Do you think the cast from all the movies will be interested in voicing in the game or not? And the end of the game for the final boss is Stu's house. So we're doing a Scream 1 and Scream 5 thing. I don't know if everyone will come back to voice their characters. More times, more often than not, when you have a video game based off of a big IP like this, it's usually like people who kind of sound like those characters. So I doubt it, but maybe with like Skeet Ulrich and Jamie Kennedy, they might come back and do the voices if they do a Scream video game, especially one where it's kind of similar to like Until Dawn or Man of Medan, The Quarry, something like that, where it's like it's a story-based one with different outcomes. That would be a lot of fun. I would be very down. Lily is saying, "What's up?" Play the clip. God damn. Okay, you don't have to threaten me. Here, let's play it. 3, 2, 1. What's up? What's up? Yeah, Lily, how's it going? Don't drink that bleach, my God. Anyways, let's get back to it. Love it. I haven't played that clip in a little while. We don't do clips on here as much. But Jason Carpenter is throwing $2 out there, saying, not horror related, but Sun Doesn't Rise is 20 years old. Is that the Mushroom Head thing, right? That's Mushroom Head. Maybe? See, hang on. I gotta make sure, because if that's 20 years old, that's really cool. Mushroom Head, if you don't know, is a Cleveland band where old Jake is from. And they have a song called Sun Doesn't Rise, I think. Or at least that's Sun Doesn't Rise at All. That song or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if that's the name of the album, though. I don't know, but is that song 20 years old? Is that what you're talking about? 2003. Okay, yeah, so that would be 20 years old. I don't know if that's today or not, but that's really cool. Shit. Love me some Mushroom Head, though. I'm not going to talk about the experience I had meeting them because it's not really positive, but that's all I'm going to say. I like their music, but that's about it. Jason, thanks for the $2, though, my friend. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. Corey is hanging out with us tonight. What's up, Corey? How's it going, man? Saying, hello, hope you're still killing it, Jake. I am, absolutely, Corey. Thanks for being here. Sending the good vibes from Winnipeg, as always. We love them. I love them, man. I'm so glad you're here, Corey. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, man. I appreciate you. Love the good vibes from Winnipeg, as always. Blucka is with us too. What's up, Blucka? How's it going? Saying, rumor has it Saw 11 will be a 13-episode TV series. Blucka, if that's true, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Why does everything become a TV series? Oh my God, we're doing that to Halloween. We're doing that to Friday. Dear Lord. Let's hope not. Sarah is with us too tonight. What's up, Sarah? How's it going? Howdy, hey, howdy, hey. Welcome, welcome. What else is going on? Noah Atkinson is here too. Still hoping for Dr. Montgomery and Timothée Chalamet to be in the new Scream film. It'd be very cool, very cool. I just watched, I like to call him Chimothy to shorten it instead of Timothée Chalamet. Chimothy, I just watched Bones and All finally. Phenomenal movie if you guys have not seen it. I missed it last year because it just was not showing in theaters anywhere nearby. Finally watched it with a buddy the other night and killer movie. Really enjoyed it. It's definitely like art housey and weird and shit. And it's I described it as that's the best I made it in college movie I've ever seen in my life. So if that's something you'd be interested in, check it out. But it's definitely like, oh, these people made this in college kind of vibe, you know? It feels like a student film, but like a really good one. So I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I have some mixed feelings about certain aspects to it, but it was a really interesting film if you have not seen that one. Chimothy was really good in it as well. Albert is saying, have you seen Dark Harvest? I didn't know anything about it or to expect much, like with Cobweb, and I liked it. It was a good Halloween horror movie. Drum Dums is saying it's his favorite horror movie of the year, so I need to watch it. I just talked to somebody else who said, shit, this is like really good. This was really good. Just talked to somebody this morning about this movie too. So I gotta check it out. I loved Cobweb though. Speaking of that one, I loved Cobweb. I need to see Dark Harvest soon. I have so many reviews coming every weekend. There seems to be a shit ton of movies. So I have a review coming tomorrow on Pet Sematary Bloodlines, or as I like to call it, A Waste of Time. And Never Hike Alone 2 as well. Sometime soon I'm going to be talking about that one. And what the fuck else? Dark Harvest, I got to talk about that movie. There's something else too that I wanted to talk about, and I can't remember now. I'm like, so many movies. So many movies are coming out this month. It's crazy, man. Eric Cartman is with us too, saying, hey, Jake, what's an upcoming horror movie you're impatiently waiting for? You know, me, it's The Long Walk and Ben Stiller's Rat. Very nice, very nice. I think for the rest of the year, the movie that I'm anticipating the most is Thanksgiving from Eli Roth. This is his big return to horror, so I'm very excited for it. I think the movie that I was like super hyped for in October, though, there wasn't a lot. I'm going to be honest. There was a lot of movies where I was like, I don't know. I don't like, maybe that's good. Like Five Nights at Freddy's. Will it be good? I don't know. I hope it is. I really do. There's a lot of fans who have been waiting for this movie for a long time, but I worry, you know, there's some things about it that I'm scared for. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, but ones that I'm like eagerly anticipating, without a doubt, Thanksgiving and It's a Wonderful Knife, because that title is just too funny. How can that movie be bad with a title like that? That's not a good reason to think that movie's going to be good, but I'm excited for it. It's coming from writer Michael Kennedy. I loved Freaky, so I'm sure this one is going to be just as fun. So those two, both November releases, very excited for it. I did just get a screener for the new Hell House, though, so you guys will see. That's what it was. I got a screener for the new Hell House movie, so I'll have a little spoiler-free review of that sometime in the week. I'm really excited to talk about that one. That franchise is so weird, but I'm so excited to see this prequel, man. VKD is with us. What's up? How's it going, dog? Thanks for being here, dude. Thanks for being a Killjoy cult member, too, Dylan. I appreciate you. Hollywood Guy is with us as well. What's up, dude? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the show. Joe Sorrell is saying one of the core four's got to go. Oh shit. I'm with you. I'm with you, Joe. I think one of them's just got to die. I love them all though. Like I love them all so much, but I think one of them's got to die. It's just got to happen. You know, I mean, like they're too safe. They're too safe right now. It's like, okay, they're probably going to live through the next one. And I don't want to be thinking that right now. I want to be thinking, shit, who are they going to kill next? They should have killed somebody in Scream 6 that held some weight, in my opinion. I get why they didn't want to do that, but they should have. Just somebody. Like, even if it was Mindy, Chad, if it was Kirby, if it was the Carpenter sisters, somebody. Like, they should have just killed at least one of them to keep us on the edge of our seats, you know? Now we're all going into Scream 7 thinking, now who knows what's going to happen, you know? Maybe it's going to be another safe sequel. I hope not. I hope Christopher Landon kills some of these people. Not because I hate them, but because keeps the tension building up. Are any of the Grudge sequels good, asks Ty Lee. I just saw the first one recently and I love it. Better than the Ring, scarier and more active. It doesn't drag in the middle. Are you talking about the remake or the original? I'm just curious, because I love both for totally different reasons. I think the original Grudge drags a little bit in the middle, but I love it. I think it's really a good movie. But same with the remake for totally different reasons. Both great. And I think the original Grudge, like Ju-on, I think it's pronounced Ju-on, J-U-O-N. That is the best use of sound design in a movie ever, like without a doubt in my mind. That visually the movie's not much to write home about, but it's because of the sound design that it's so good and up there in my it's in my top 20 horror movies of all time. Maybe not my top 10, but my top 20 for sure. So good. If you haven't seen the original, if you've just seen the Sam Raimi one with Ted Raimi in it and stuff, it's a good movie. It's solid. The American remake's a lot of fun, but watch the original too. It's really special. Watching Totally Killer so far is better than the Exorcist and Saw X combined. Oh, I don't know about that. Totally Killer, it was fun, but it was a VOD movie if I've ever seen one. It had some fun moments though, without a doubt. Hollywood Guy's throwing $5 out there saying, since this is thank you, Hollywood Guy, for the support. I really appreciate you. Saying, since there is a rumor that Scream might be in the snow, what kind of kills are you looking for? Maybe jumping off a ski lift? Your take or thoughts? So I'm thinking more like they're probably going to set it in New York if it's going to have a holiday or like winter setting, I imagine again. I think the big thing I'm looking for is nothing where it's like, okay, the focal point of this scene is, hey, we're in the snow. We got to remind you guys that it's wintertime and it's a holiday setting with every twist and turn. I don't want that. What I do want though is I want them to utilize the setting like how they did in Scream 6, where it's incidental. You know what I mean? It's not like, okay, hey guys, we're going to the subway now and there's going to be this big kill. No, it's something that they had to do to further the plot. You know, they had to get from one side of the city to the other. They just happened to be on the subway. Stuff like that. Stuff where it's not like, okay, hey guys, check this out. We're going to kill somebody with an icicle, or we're going to, shove a Christmas tree down someone's throat, something ridiculous like that. No, we don't need things like that. Just have it be incidental. It's like some characters just walking outside, taking out their trash. Some characters walking down an alleyway or something in the snow, and someone in Ghostface comes up behind them, loses the knife maybe, and then picks off an icicle off of a building, stabs it right through their eye. That's great. But if you make a whole shit show out of the fact that we're in the snow, it's the holiday season. If we start playing Christmas music in a Scream movie, I'm fucking done. Like, I'm like, nope, you messed up. Don't make it the focal point. Have it be incidental. That's the way to do it without making it a gimmick. Because if it becomes too gimmicky, then it's freaky. It's Happy Death Day. And I love those movies, but those aren't Scream. Those are a different vibe. And that's okay. But that's what I'm really worried about moving into Scream 7, is that it's going to be too much of a parody. And I don't want that. I don't want parody. I want them to take it. It's got to be taken serious enough. Yeah, you can have some fun with a Scream movie, of course, but if they lean into the goofiness too much and make it too campy, it's not going to work, in my opinion. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. A good chase scene through the snow as well, I think, would be great. Think about like the Ghostface with the black robe and all that against like a white background. Like, that's just going to be gorgeous. Terrifying gorgeous, but but gorgeous nonetheless. So that's kind of the big thing I'm thinking. If they do change up the setting though, I need to hear it first. But so far, what I'm speculating is it's probably going to be New York again, maybe like a year later, maybe like a year and 2 months later, because it was October in Scream 6, so maybe December of the following year. Everyone's healed up, everyone's back to normal and shit, and now it's another Ghostface pops up. New York's a big city too, so there could be other people out there who are who could become killers. I also think it would be fun if we did New York again as well, because you could have the cops be involved again, but this time they're not the killer. But it would make them an easy red herring, right? Because the last time, well, not to spoil anything, but one of the cops was the killer. So I think that would be kind of cool if we set it in New York again. I think we have a certain advantage with Scream 7 that we may be missing. There's a lot of disadvantages with this movie because of how Scream 6 left it. But Scream 7 also, if they get creative, they have a lot of really interesting pulls that they can do by setting it in New York again. But if they set it somewhere else, I'm just curious to see what it is. I'm curious to see why or where they end up setting it. But that's just my take. I would love to see a snowy New York setting. I feel like that totally changes the setting up as well. And once again, don't lean into the gimmicks of your setting, of the holiday season or New York, because if you do, it's going to suck. I don't want to see Ghostface eating a slice of pizza in Times Square. But Hollywood Guy, thank you for the $5, my friend. I really do appreciate you. Thank you for the support, thank you for the support. Jason Carpenter is throwing $5 out there saying, huge bummer. Oh, tell me about it, man. This shit does suck. Best Buy is going to stop selling Blu-rays, DVDs, 4Ks, whatnot. Hopefully everyone is ready to make out like a bandit with the Black Friday sales next month. Yeah, so this sucks. I mean, just straight up, this sucks. Is it the end of physical media? No. But my thing about it that sucks is that this is going to be a chain reaction thing. It's the reason I don't like AI. So many people are like, Jake, why don't you like AI? It's a helpful tool. And I'm like, no, it's not. Like, you can look at it like that, but it's a slippery slope towards replacing human beings for making movies because it's easier. That doesn't mean better. Easier almost never means a better product. And it's the same thing with this. Like, Best Buy stopping the selling of DVDs just means like less and less big stores selling DVDs, 4Ks, Blu-rays. And then that means, all the little shops where maybe you go, like the Exchange we have in Cleveland. Those places might go out of business. Some people might just stop going. And I think that just sucks, man. I mean, the only reason I go to Best Buy nowadays, I don't even get my computer stuff there. I go to Micro Center. Far superior for getting like computer stuff. I go there. The reason I go to Best Buy is to buy 4Ks and Blu-rays and shit that I just don't want to order online and pay for the shipping for. So I don't know. I think that sucks. Best Buy lost my business after this year. That's how I feel about it. And I think that kind of sucks. So I don't get it. I really don't get it. I know a lot of people that specifically go to Best Buy for new 4K releases, Steelbook releases, whatever. I imagine like Walmart is probably going to start phasing this out soon as well. And it just makes me sad. I don't know. I don't think it's the end of physical media, like I said, but some people are saying that, but I don't know. It just sucks. It's going to lead to that eventually, I think, which blows. But Jason, thank you for the $5, my friend. Go nuts for Black Friday. That's what I guess that's all I could say. It's crazy shit, man. Jason is with us tonight. What's up, Jason? How's it going? Saying what's up, Jake? It's Jason. Gave you a big thumbs up. Hope you're having an awesome Saturday. Thanks, Jason. Hope you're enjoying your weekend, man. Thanks for being here. Thank you. What else do we got going on? Blanca saying, because it's easier to profit from a TV series as a theater doesn't take 50% domestically, 60 to 80% internationally. Yeah, but most of the time, TV series based off of movie properties don't work or are not good. I'm just, man, I don't know. I just don't think they work. The only one that I like really actually like is Ash versus the Evil Dead. And that's because Sam Raimi and, Robert Tapert, Bruce Campbell, all heavily involved with that one. So many of these IPs get like just taken on by people who usually do TV, and they oftentimes bite off more than they can chew. It rarely turns out to be a good product. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. The Scream TV series, I'm just not crazy about it. It just does not compare to any of the movies. Like Scream 3, I think is leagues better than even anything that the first two seasons do. And I'm not even that crazy about Scream 3 that much. And I still love it way more than the series. I don't know. I mean, it's got good kills. That's the one thing I can say about it. But like one of the biggest draws to the Scream franchise is how well they build characters. And that I just feel like is lost in the TV show, personally. It's just not really, just doesn't do it for me. For whatever reason. I just think the writing, it just feels stretched out. It feels like there's a lot of fluff. Oftentimes, TV series do that. Lighting Ghost is pointing out the Goosebumps TV series just came out with Justin Long. I have not watched it yet, but I'm going to check it out. You guys might know this from watching the channel for a bit, but I don't often do reviews on TV series. Once again, I don't know. I'm just not as interested in TV as I am movies. So I much prefer reviewing like a 90-minute or 2-hour film versus a whole season of television. But maybe I'll watch this one and review it. I haven't checked out Chucky season 3 yet. I want to give that a chance. I don't know. There's a lot of shows I want to give a chance to, but it's like it's a time commitment, especially for something that I just personally feel like is most oftentimes a lesser product. So Yellow Jackets, I'm giving a chance though because so many people are raving about it. So I got to check it out. I want to look into that a little more, but I will check. I'm going to check out Goosebumps eventually. I love me some Justin Long, so I'm excited to see what ends up happening. Oh, it smells like teen horror. I was just talking to Eric today. What's up, man? How's it going? Saying had so much fun today, man. That was killer. I'm excited to listen back to the podcast soon. We did some good stuff today, man. It was very good stuff. Very good stuff. Thanks for the screener again, man. Probably shouldn't have said that. Darth Gutierrez is saying, snap. What's up, Darth? How's it going? Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Oh, do I plan on watching Gen V? Yeah, this is another one where I want to watch it as well. I'm hearing good things. I'm hearing really good things about it. It's the Boys spin-off series, just as raunchy with a somewhat heavy take on problems in society that doesn't feel forced. Whoa, Blucka. Ladies and gentlemen, Blucka likes Gen V. I'm going to be honest, Blucka, I heard about it, and I was literally one of the first things I thought to myself is, oh, Blucka's going to hate this. I swear to God, like, I'm not even kidding. I swear to God, I was like, oh, Blucka's not going to like this at all. He's not going to be a fan of this one. Cool. Okay. That's cool that you like it, man. Badass. I got to check it out. Once again, TV series, big commitment. I mean, this was supposed to be my day off, and I have been working since 1:30 today. So like I have so little time, but I do want to commit to a TV show at some point, either Yellow Jackets or Gen V at some point. Want to get through these when I have a little downtime. Be nice. Soon, once October is over, I will actually have some time to do more than watch a movie every night. Jason Carpenter's throwing $2 out there. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you. Saying Halloween Ends 1-year anniversary. Oh shit. All right. Well, exciting stuff. 1 year for that. Halloween Ends fans rejoice. Pull out that movie. Watch it again. There you go. Get yourself the Steelbook, the misleading Steelbook, which doesn't feature Corey Cunningham. Weird that they wouldn't put that on the Steelbook. I'm just kidding, Jason. I'm glad you love the film, though. It makes me very happy. Thank you for the $2, man. Enjoy the anniversary. Check it out again. Check out the movie. Give it another watch. I want to say this is pronounced vacanus, but that doesn't feel right. Like a vacation anus. Is that a thing? Is that like like cheating on your spouse, vacation anus. That's really fucked up. I gotta stop saying so many fucked up weird things on stream. I'm just kidding, by the way. I don't mean to offend you. Thanks for being here, my friend. Thank you for the support. Thanks for hanging out. Saying, yo, I just saw The Strangers clip. I am so hyped. Loved the original show so much, but I saw that director quote, and if they give The Strangers a sob story in the sequels, I will flip a table. Me too. Me too, vacation anus. I swear to God, I'm going to flip a table if they're just like, here's exactly what the strangers are doing and their motive and where they came from. We don't need that. Like, I said this on Twitter a couple days ago, but I'm like, man, the driving force, the sputtering engine of the Strangers movies is the mystery. It's like trying to figure out what's going on the whole time. If you give us an answer, it kills that immediately. It shoots that in the foot. So I hope that doesn't happen. I'm with you. I think that, Rennie Harlan, I will say this, the director of chapters 1 through 3 that's coming, he did say, though, by the time we get to chapter 3, after you watch that movie, you will still have questions about the Strangers. And to me, I think a good continuation, especially for a series like The Strangers, if you want to make more of them, only adds another stroke of the paintbrush to an empty canvas, essentially. So you can get a little more of an idea of what you're painting, but not 100%. So as long as they don't paint the full painting and they don't give us a whole Bob Ross masterpiece, that would, in my opinion, suck. I love Bob Ross, but in terms of horror movies, you shouldn't do that. You should keep things as mysterious as possible, only adding a little bit every single time to add more pieces to the puzzle. It gets the chops all wet, as they say. Gets your chops wet and hungry for more. Think about this, too. If you have a sandwich, right? Like I just so conveniently have right here. If I eat this whole thing, will I want another sandwich? No. But if I take a little bite, like that, now I want more of this sandwich. This is a tasty and delicious sandwich that I'm eating right now. My God, I want more of it. I just had a little bite. Fuck. Give me more sandwich. That was my weird way of being able to eat my dinner during stream. But yeah. That's what they got to do. That's what they got to do for these movies, man. Ooh, Sarah's spilling the beans on the Hell House sequels, saying, I loved the first one, but oof, those sequels were really bad. I agree. I don't know what happened there. Hopefully the prequel is good. I'm hyped. I'm watching it tonight. I'm so excited. I'm really hyped to see it. I'm very thankful that I got a screener. I can't wait to watch this one. The prequel, it seems really good though, from what I know about it. I hope it is, at least. Who knows? Maybe I'm totally wrong, but I'm hyped to see it. I really do love that first one. It's scary as hell. It's slowly becoming one of my favorite found footage movies the more I watch it. I wasn't losing my mind about it at first, but the more I watch it, the more I'm like, okay, this is pretty good. So I don't know. It's grown on me big time. Ashley S. is with us. Thanks for being a Killjoy cult member, my friend. Saying, I'm listening and watching football. Hell yeah, my UNC Tar Heels play soon. Well, I hope they kill it. I hope they win, my friend. That's awesome. Badass. Thanks for listening in. I appreciate that. I hope it's not too much. I'm just screaming a bunch of horror nonsense at you while you're trying to enjoy some football. Shit. Let's go Tar Heels. I don't follow football that well anymore. I follow my Browns, my Cleveland Browns, who have no idea what the fuck they're doing, but that's about it. But let's do it. Let's run it. I hope they kill it tonight. Blucka is spitting over here, I guess. Jake hates legacy characters. Yep, I hate Sidney Prescott. I hate Gil Weathers. I hate Dewey. They should all die. Why are they even involved in Scream? I don't feel this way. If you're listening to me right now and you're like, what? No, come on. I love these characters. I love them so much, but they got to serve a purpose. I'm doing a lot of research on writing and stuff like that, like creative writing. I'm trying to be a better writer. I'm working on a something for next year, and I heard a point recently where I'm like, I couldn't agree more with this. It's like when you have characters in an original film that are so powerful and they serve the story so well, they become beloved. You're like, oh my God, I love these people so much. I love Sidney Prescott. I love Gale in the first movie. I love Dewey in the first movie. They're great. They work so well in this movie. But when you have these parts to a car, essentially, and you try to put them into another car, they don't always work. That's the point I'm always trying to make about legacy characters. If they fit, if they work, hell yeah. But you can't, the motor to a boat is not going to work in the motor for the motor of a car. You know what I mean? It's shit like that. You can't just take a propeller and throw that in somewhere and hope it works as a tire. These characters just serve certain purposes that may not work with every movie. Like, I remember everyone was saying with Scream 6, like, oh, this is going to fail because Sydney's not in it. It's going to tank at the box office. It makes more money than Scream 5. I wasn't surprised by that at all. Not every movie needs Sidney Prescott. I would love to see her come back for Scream 7, especially after kind of getting the shaft with the last movie. That really fucking sucks, but only if it serves the story. Like, if she comes back and she does nothing again, like in Scream 5, I'm just going to be like, okay, well, you just threw these characters in here for nostalgia, and that makes me sad, because then you're disrespecting the character, in my opinion. I love these characters so much, but don't disrespect them. Bring them back with a purpose, my friends. Oh shit, damn, we got some fucking super chats to get to. Damn, Legion, thank you so much for the $10, man. I really appreciate you. Saying Herbert West was spitting some bars near the end with his monologue. In Reanimator? Damn, okay, shit. I haven't thought about that movie in a while. I haven't watched that one in a while. I gotta put that one on. Damn. Great movie, though. I mean, if you want a really good cheesy B movie, fuck, Reanimator is the place to go. I absolutely love that one so much. I'm trying to think what his ending monologue was all about. Shit. Man, it's been a while since I've seen that one, my friend. Oh my God. But Jeffrey Combs is so good in that movie, like, without a doubt. I love him so much. Does he have an ending monologue in that? Wow, I'm totally forgetting this. I remember the ending where, like, it's Bruce Abbott running away to the elevator and, like, all the reanimated corpses are, like, trying to stop him. That made me scared of zombies, that whole sequence. Ooh, shit. But yeah, I mean, banging movie, and Jeffrey Combs is going to be in Stream, a new movie coming from the Terrifier crew, which I'm very excited for. It comes out in early 2024. I backed it on Indiegogo. I hate to be so full of myself, but goddamn, very happy to be a part of that project in any little minuscule capacity. It looks fucking awesome from the trailer that just came out. I made a little video about it yesterday. So if you have not watched the trailer for Stream, please check it out. Please check it out. This is going to be badass. It has a killer cast. I mean, like, legendary horror cast. It's being described as the Expendables for horror. Like, it has Jeffrey Combs, Dee Wallace, Danielle Harris, Tony Todd. Name a big horror celebrity, they're probably in it in some capacity. David Howard Thornton, Damien Leone did, like, the makeup effects and shit. It's gonna be fucking sick. Like, I'm very excited for this movie. It looks awesome. It has a simple but also very fun premise where it's about this family. They're trying to recreate this, like, magic vacation they had when, like, the kids were younger, essentially, and then they get attacked by 4 killers who are going around this hotel. And my theory for the film is that they're going around killing people who are staying in the hotel, and people are, like, betting on who's going to live the longest or whatever. That's my theory. It's kind of got, like, a hostile thing going on, and I think it's really cool. So I'm digging it. Legion, thank you for the $10 though, man. I gotta watch Reanimator again. And I've never seen the third one. Too, that's something I just thought about. I've seen Bride of Reanimator. I've never seen Beyond Reanimator. So I gotta see that. Sarah Campbell, thankfully, is counting all the butt jokes. I really do appreciate that. I'll keep them coming. I promise. We'll get that up to at least 6 before the night's over. We'll see how many anus and butthole jokes we can make. Blucka is saying, I'm not going to lie, I thought I was going to hate Gen V as well because it promoted it like it would be closer to Marvel than The Boys. I agree. And Bluck is also talking about the Continental TV series, another one that I really want to watch, but I just have not have time. It's half decent if you want a deeper dive into the John Wick Hotel and its history as it pertains to the High Table. Okay, interesting. I'm down. I'm down to check it out. I was really worried that this was going to be a continuation, but I was so happy to find out it takes place in, like, the 70s, I think. So that's really cool. I'm a huge John Wick fan. I love those movies so much. I still don't know how I feel about 4, but I think I like it. I think I really like it. But so many people came out of that movie saying it's the best one. I'm like, I don't know about that. It's good, but it's not. I don't know if it's the best one. Bobby Lee liked the sandwich tease. Oh, I can tease some sandwiches all night, Bobby. Let me tell you. You thought that was good. Look at this bad boy. It's the same one. Wasn't anything different. Wow, y'all got fooled. Night Owl is hanging out with us. What's up, dog? How's it going? Saying, I'm not sure how I feel about the fact that we know Madeline Pesh in the Strangers movies coming out soon will survive and be in all 3 movies. I feel like I'll go into the movie not fearing for her life. Yeah, this movie's kind of shooting itself in the foot, I feel, like, immediately, right from the get-go. I don't think they should have done 3 movies all at the same time. I feel like they should have just given us one really solid Strangers film that maybe, intrigued us for more. Maybe was like, oh, okay, we want more of these, or not. Maybe just make one more and just call it the 3rd film. I thought it was, I remember going into the Fear Street trilogy being like, damn, they made 3 of these fucking movies all at once. And I really only like 2 of them, I'm going to be honest. So I don't know. To me, I just feel like if they would have made one Fear Street movie, it would have been fucking like just amazing. I like the first 2. They're good, but I have not had any desire to rewatch them. I watched them when they came out. They were fun, except the third one, which was kind of boring, but I don't know. Just I've had no reason to rewatch them, even though I really enjoyed them the first time I watched them, but God, I barely remember them. I feel like this is going to be the same case, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm dead wrong, because I also really like this actress. I don't know. I just hope it's good. The clip that they put out didn't really impress me much, because it just was kind of like, this is the same thing. This is the same thing as the first movie again, basically. And we know she's going to survive through all 3 movies because Rennie Harlin spoiled that. I don't know, man. I'm with you, Night Owl. I don't know how to feel about it. I want to get hyped. Like I loved The Strangers and Prey at Night so much for totally different reasons. But I'm scared that these aren't going to be good. And I think that would suck, because The Strangers, it's one of those rare horror franchises where I feel like the 2 movies we have, like, I'm good with that. Like, if that's all we got, that would be cool. That would be fine by me. When they announced they were going to do 3 movies, I was already skeptical. I was like, I love The Strangers, but I don't think we need 3 movies. Maybe one more in like a crazy new setting or something, sure, but 3 movies where we're going to explain the origin, I don't know, man. I just don't know. Just don't think that's going to work. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm dead wrong, though, because, man, I want it to be good. Legion is throwing another $10 out there. Legion, thank you for your support, man, as always. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. Saying the puppet scene in Gen V is creative and gory. Well, I love me some gory puppets, let me tell you. Unfortunately, once again, I have not seen this. I am finally up to date on The Boys, though. I've seen all 3 seasons of that. Very excited for season 4. I love it. I think The Boys is phenomenal. I'm really excited to see Gen V as well, because I was kind of with Blucka on this one, who we were just talking earlier about this, that it just kind of looked like, it was going to be, this is so hard to explain, but it just felt like it was going to be even preachier than The Boys is, which I don't disagree with the message that, like some of the messages and stuff that The Boys is trying to get across, but to me, I'd hate when something just gets up on its soapbox and yells at you, you know, like if I'm coming to your show to check it out, like I want to enjoy it, you know, like I don't know. I'm not always crazy about things just being like, here's a message. It's like, okay, well, it's a TV show at its core, you know, like I want to have fun. You got to have a little bit of fun. You know, you can't forget to make your thing fun or entertaining at its core. You can have a message. That's all good. I love me some Jordan Peele movies. Badass. Love them. Fucking kick ass. But they're fun. They're really fun movies while they also have a message that oftentimes fuels the horror, you know? So that's kind of what I was worried about with Gen V, but I'm hearing nothing but good things about it. I think it's going to be really good. So I'm really excited to check it out as soon as I possibly can. I have so much catching up to do as soon as we get out of October, but my God, there's so many horror movies I got to get through first. This is the busiest time of year for us horror folks, so I'm loving it though. I have no complaints. It has been a hell of a month. I might be having Michael Levy on the page from Terrifier as well to talk a little bit about Stream and Terrifier 3. So man, it's like, what a month. I don't know. I'm blessed. I'm thankful for all the great stuff that's been going on lately. I just do wish I had a little more time, you know? So at some point though, I'm going to get through this. Legion, thank you so much for the $10, my friend. I really appreciate you. I think I also kind of got sick of TV shows after, like watching some of the Marvel ones. Like I was so hyped for like the Disney Plus shows. And then I watched WandaVision all the way through, and I was like, I just did not care for that. Wow. I watched most of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Wasn't crazy about it either. I hear Loki's good, but I just kind of gave up on the shows after 2 big misses, in my opinion. So I don't know. That kind of killed my love for TV shows for a bit here, but I'm trying to get back into it. I've had a lot of people say, dude, you got to check out some of these shows. Gangster Bro is saying, Jake, would you rather watch R-rated Jurassic Park, R-rated Goosebumps, or R-rated Ghost Bumps? Ghost Bumps. That's the thing, Ghost Bumps. I just mixed those 2 words. That's a good question, actually. R-rated Goosebumps, I feel like, is Fear Street, so we already kind of have that. R-rated Ghostbusters, I don't know. I think R-rated Jurassic Park is the one I want the most from this, because we really don't have that. You know, 65 tried to be like the cool dinosaur, trying to make dinosaurs scary, but I just feel like it failed miserably. I would love a R-rated horror movie about dinosaurs, though. Like that, I feel like would be such a good movie. I don't know why no one has done it. Maybe because you would need a huge budget for that, obviously, but make that happen, man. Make Jurassic Park, but a horror movie. That would be so cool. There was this game back in the day called Turok that I used to play all the time, and I loved it. And it was basically that. It was like you were trapped on this planet with a bunch of dinosaurs, and you had to like shoot them and shit. It was fucking sweet. Like I want something like that in movie form, man. Give me a velociraptor chasing someone down like it's a slasher villain or something. Like think about how fucking cool that would be. So R-rated Jurassic Park all day, gangster bro. I think that would be sweet. Oh shit! Triple Glax is saying Gale needs to die in 7. Who? Shit! Hot takes. You're gonna start a war with that, man. I made a video one time about like just entertaining the idea of like Gale or Sydney died in something, and people were like, "Dude, what the fuck? Like that's crazy." I don't want Sydney to die anymore, but like I'm not against Gale dying. Like if it serves the story, man. Once again, I don't know. You'll always have Gale Weathers in literally every other movie. You know, that's what I think about. So it's the same thing with Dewey. Like, am I upset that he's dead? Like, yeah, it was a really sad scene, but it served the movie big time. So I don't know. It's one of those things where I get it. Trust me, it's gonna be sad. It's gonna suck when it happens. But don't you want to feel emotion? Like, don't you want to feel something from Scream 7? I don't know. I want to feel something. I go to movies to feel deep emotions about things. And what a perfect opportunity with a character you built up over so much time to then meet an unfortunate end. I don't know. I think some people get really weird about killing off fan favorite characters, but I look at characters as characters are catalysts to push a plot forward. And sometimes that means they die. And that's upsetting. But, you know, with horror, we know that there's always going to be thousands of different timelines. I'm sure at some point the Scream timeline is going to skew, whether you like that or not. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles, my friends. Carl is saying, you hear about the new horror movie stream from the Terrifier crew? Yes, I've been talking about this movie for like a year now. And thankfully, with the trailer out, more people are finding out about it. I'm so excited about this one. Oh, it's going to be good. I think it's going to be great. It's coming out in like, I think the first half of 2024, but I don't know. They said they wanted to release it before Terrifier 3 comes out next year. So I'm imagining like Q2 maybe of 2024 is when it comes out. Like maybe like a late spring, early summer release. That would be my guess as of right now. No official confirmation, obviously, for the release date yet, but 2024 before Terrifier 3, which is most likely coming out in October of next year. I can't wait. It's going to be great. Jason's throwing $5 out there saying, Jake, I thought you were harsh with your Exorcist Believer review. It's a decent movie, but doesn't come close to matching the OG. Stop hating on David Gordon Green. It's just my opinion, Jason. If you don't like it, that's all good. You can disagree. The big mantra on this channel is we all have different opinions on things, and that's okay. You know, it's not about, I never mean to offend someone with my opinion on a movie. That's not the point. If you're taking it that way, I think you're missing the point. These are just my opinions. I'm frustrated with the film because of what they did with the legacy characters. And I've heard, here's the thing. I've heard so many people say, well, if you look at The Exorcist Believer as not an Exorcist film, it's actually really good. And while I think I agree with that, you can't look at it as just an Exorcist film. It is in the lineage of The Exorcist from the original, from the OG. So it's impossible not to compare it, in my opinion. Like, yes, I do agree with that sentiment about the film. Like, it is better than most of the Exorcist films I have seen in the last 2 or 3 years, for the most part, in terms of setup, like, for sure, yeah. But the ending of it and the way they treated Ellen Burstyn, I just think is awful. Like, it's like, are you kidding me? Like, in terms of being a sequel to The Exorcist, it completely failed in my mind. But in terms of making a Exorcist movie, it's like a 5 out of 10. But in terms of being an Exorcist sequel, it's like a 1 out of 10. So I don't think I was too harsh in terms of that. But you know, I'm sure you agree with this. You know, as an Exorcist film, it's better than most that have come out. But I just don't like David Gordon Green's latest movies, man. I'm just not a fan of him. I'm glad you like him, Jason, but I just have a different opinion, and that's okay. We can have different opinions and still exist in the same world without ripping each other's throats out, you know? That's a big thing about my channel that I really want to get across. I see so many people getting so upset about someone having a differing movie opinion, and I just think it's like, man, they're movies. Like, just state your opinion and then move on. You don't have to get offended by it. I mean, Jason, I love that you love Halloween Ends. I love that you love The Exorcist Believer. It makes me happy that you have love for these films. I love that a movie made you happy, that you enjoyed it. I think that's great. So all I ask is that you respect my opinion. That's all I ask. But thank you for the $5, my friend, and I'm glad you saw the review. I appreciate the constructive criticism, though. I really do. But that's just my opinion on the film. I just wasn't a big fan of it. I don't think David Gordon Green understands what made that original so great, and that was the biggest problem with it. But that's just my opinion. Some people may walk out of that movie saying, God, it was better than the original. I'm not offended by that take. I disagree, but I'm not offended by that take. I don't know. So many people will say like, oh God, this person has a bad movie opinion. And I'm like, there's no such thing. I don't believe there's any such thing as a bad movie take. Unless it's like, like Evil or something. If you're like, wow, I can't believe John, like if you come out of Saw X and you're just like, man, I can't believe that John Kramer isn't being elected president for killing people in traps. Okay, well that's beyond movie opinion. You know what I mean? This is okay. Now we're getting into are you okay? Do you need therapy? Kind of shit. That's beyond movie opinions. But in terms of did you like something? Did you dislike something? There's no wrong take. If you love the Spawn movie from the late 90s, I respect your opinion. I don't get it. I think that movie's awful. But if you love it, fuck yeah, badass. Love movies, dislike movies. Just don't be a dick about it. ASMR Nocturnal is saying, Jake, it could be biased, but I rewatched Jurassic Park 3 and I love it to this day. The slander for it is unnecessary. I'm 100% with you, ASMR Nocturnal. I love Jurassic Park 3. I think it is so much fun. It's my favorite sequel, like without a doubt. I think 2's good, but it has too many weird moments, man. They take out a velociraptor with gymnastics in that second movie, and I just can't get over that. That's such a weird plot point. But 3 is great. It also has goofy moments, don't get me wrong. Alan, if you know what I'm talking about, It has goofy moments, sure, but I love it. I think it's great. Jurassic Park 3 also, it turns the dinosaurs into like horror villains too, which is what I really enjoy about it. Speaking of that, doesn't go so far as like R-rated Jurassic Park, but the Spinosaurus, man, thing kept me up at night. It's scary shit. I love it. So I don't know. I think I'm with you, ASMR Nocturnal. Behind the first one, Jurassic Park 3 is without a doubt my favorite. And I'm just not crazy about the Jurassic World movies. I liked the first one for a while, but I don't know. The more I watch it, the less I like it. But Jurassic World, the original trilogy plan was to be Turok. Ooh, see, that would have been better, I think, versus the bland 3 movies we got. Not a fan of those. You guys think I hate Halloween Ends. Don't get me started on Jurassic World, the second one. Dominion, I have weird opinions about Dominion, but man, that second one is like unwatchable in my opinion. Not for me. Darius is saying the invisible guy, what the fuck? Doing some nasty things to no spoilers, Darius. I haven't seen it yet. Oh no. Oh man, I'm excited to see that, but I wish I didn't know about it. Daily Edits 308 is saying name a horror character for an edit. Pinhead. Fuck it. Doug Bradley. Had him on the page. Fuck it. Get some Pinhead in there. He's got some great lines if you want to do like a little sizzle reel of Pinhead's best moments. Something I didn't get to ask Doug Bradley, which if I could ask him one more question, this is what it would have been. I love the moment in Hellbound where Pinhead is like, no more deals, Kirsty. You're coming with us to hell. And she's just like, but wait, I have some information. And then Pinhead's just like, okay, go on. And then gets, I'm not even going to get into it. It's just so funny to me. It's like, wow, Pinhead fell for that shit. He fell for that shit twice, man. Fool me once, it's shame on me, but fool me twice. Or fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice. You get the, god damn it. I fucked it up. Anyways, Isna is saying if Gale doesn't die in Scream 7, then I'm fine with that. Because if she dies, then Sydney will only be the only OG. Once again, man, different timelines, different stories to be told. We could do a movie that just takes place after the original Scream. Let's bring back everybody. Fuck it. I'm not against that personally, but I do think it would, like, the only thing that would suck about Gale dying, in my opinion, which, I'm sorry, hot take, but I love Gale. I think she's my favorite Scream character without a doubt. But the thing that would suck about it is that there would be no more Courtney Cox to continue on in movies. And she has been in 6 consecutive movies now as the same character, and I think that's really cool. We built up this character probably the most out of all of the OG characters, without a doubt, even though, some people aren't crazy about her performance in 6. But I think that would be the only big shame if she died, you know? Like, I feel like Gale, I don't really know what else we can do with Gale as a character. It's not that I don't like her. I think I've had people come at me in comments saying, God, you just hate legacy characters. I'm like, no, I don't. I love these characters. But if they keep bringing them back for no fucking reason, then I just feel like that's disrespectful. Like, I don't know. I think it's awesome that Courtney Cox keeps getting paychecks. I think it's great. You know, I think that's sick. Like, good for her, man. But I just wish she'd served the story. Like, I don't think she did anything in 6. Kirby could have done everything she did, and it would have been the same movie. Like, think about that chase scene, but instead of Gale, it was with Kirby. It would have been the same movie. Nothing would have changed. If Sam wasn't in the movie, it would be a totally different film, you know? But if Gale wasn't there, it wouldn't matter. Okay, can I just say, Legion is donating $10 to know what's in my sandwich. And Legion, I gotta say, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the support. That is fantastic. But what's in my sandwich, I believe it is a ham and Swiss. And I grilled it on the griddle. And just a little bit of butter. Just a little bit. You know, just a little bit so it gets the ends crispy, you know? I make a good sandwich, okay? I don't fuck around. I do I'll do some cold cuts every now and then, but I do like a little bit of a crispy sandwich every now and then. Tasty. God damn. It's a good damn sandwich, I'll tell you what. Legion, thank you for the support, man. As always, you're phenomenal. You keep the lights on around here, and I really do appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for the support. It's a delicious sandwich, and I would share it with you if I could. Oh, shit. Ooh. What? Oh, isn't that a song? Ooh, Black Diamond. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Saying DGG is the worst. Get him away from Hellraiser. I mean, I understand that take after his last 2 movies. I get it. I'm worried about that Hellraiser show, man. I don't know. I'm hearing that Danny McBride or whatever is also working on it as well. I think. But here's the thing, like, not everything David Gordon Green has made is bad. Like, if you go back through some of his, like, filmography and some of the shows he's made, like The Righteous Gemstones, for instance, I personally really like. So, I don't know, man. I mean, I get it. I get if you look at his last couple of movies and be like, oh, man, he's fallen off. But he can make good stuff. He just doesn't choose to sometimes, in my opinion. He knows how to make a good horror movie. He just doesn't do it. And I don't know. I guess that's why I'm still defending him, but I question that. I look myself in the mirror every night and I'm like, do I like David Gordon Green? I don't know. He's made 2 movies that I think are incredible. He's made 2 movies that I think are pretty awful. But if you look back through his filmography, like, I also really like Pineapple Express. Your Highness, I'm not crazy about. You know, when he does the same kind of movie multiple times, I feel like he has like one killer idea, but then he tries to milk it. Like Pineapple Express, killer stoner comedy, man. It's like, it's up there somewhere. But Your Highness, I don't know about that one. Kind of a similar approach, you know, with the whole like stoner comedy thing, but one works and one doesn't. That's just his formula. You know, it's just who he is as a human being. I wish he would just take a little more time on his movies. He just tries to get stuff out as fast as possible. And I think I was accrediting that to the studio, but looking back at his filmography now, I'm like, oh no, that's him. Like he just rushes things. He wants to get things out. He's probably just excited. You know, he's probably just excited about things. And I get that, but I don't know, man. I haven't been a big fan of his stuff recently, but I want him to succeed. I do. I know he can make good movies. I just think he rushes through things sometimes. Carter's also eating a sandwich right now. What you eating, Carter? That's a big topic of the stream tonight, so I'm curious. I'm curious what you're eating. I have Swiss and ham. What else is everyone making? Everyone, let's make a sandwich. Let's all make a collective sandwich. Put it in the chat right now. I'm curious. Blytheson is saying, in Pray at Night, the trio had a family-type dynamic. I hope they don't get too much into them mystery-type-wise and keep the supernatural element. So you're saying like they're a little more, yeah, okay, I agree with that. Kind of, it's almost like a dark reflection of the family at hand in Pray at Night. That's kind of something I like about it. They work as a unit. The main family doesn't. They literally split up in the film, which is a sin. That's a Randy sin if I've ever seen one. You know what I mean? So I agree. I agree. I will still say I am excited for the Strangers trilogy. I just, I have my doubts. I'm excited for Scream 7, but I have my doubts as well. I'm scared. I'm scared it's not going to be good. I want it to be good. I want the Strangers to be good. I'm not going to, not going to boycott the movie because I got like a bad feeling about it. No, I'm excited about it. Just my opinion. Once again, I'm scared, but maybe it's fucking awesome. And that would be sick. Like, listen, if I'm saying that, oh, the Strangers trilogy, I'm worried it's gonna suck, but then it's fucking awesome, I'm not gonna come on here and be like, fuck that movie for being good. Like, I can't believe it was good after I said it was gonna be bad. No, that would be odd. If it's even better than the last two movies, I'll lose my fucking mind. I'll come on here being like, oh my god, guys, it's so good, 10 out of 10. Like I sometimes do. You want to talk about something I get criticized about a lot? There you go. Jason Carpenter's throwing $2 out there. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate it. Saying, much respect, Jake. I gave Exorcist Believer a 7 out of 10, and that's badass, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Really, I really am glad you enjoyed it, my friend. I have my opinions about it, but I'm glad. If a film brings you joy, that is what this page is about, my friend. This page is about talking about films that you love and keeping that love going. I always think it's a shame when someone sees a review of a movie that they love and it's like a counter opinion. Like, I've had people comment on my videos saying like, oh, Jake, like I really liked this movie until I saw your review. And I'm like, listen, this is just my opinion. Like, if you love it, that's fucking great. I miss things in movies too. I do. I watched Army of the Dead in 2021 and I did not like it. I was not a fan at all. Then I watched it again like a couple of months, like maybe 6 months ago or so. I really enjoy it now. Like, movie opinions change too. Just because this was my initial reaction doesn't mean in 2 years, like maybe in 2 years, I fucking love Halloween Ends. I'm not gonna shut that possible timeline down. Maybe it is an amazing movie and I'm just missing it right now, you know? And that's fine. It's okay. It's just a movie opinion, you know? But I'm glad you enjoyed it, my friend. That's really cool. Jason, thank you for the $2 again. Thank you for the support. I'm glad you liked it. I am. I'm glad. I haven't been super impressed by a lot of October releases, so I'm hoping for something to blow me away soon. Did I say I'm hoping for something to blow me? That's not what I meant. Not a butt joke, but pretty close. I'm hoping for something to blow my butt. There you go. Sarah, that's 3 now. Legion's throwing $10 out there saying, for Scream X, I want everybody back. Like Avengers Endgame style, a battle to the end. Well, of course, by this point, Sam will have superpowers, so she'll use her Doctor Strange ring to just bring everybody back to life. Stu comes back, Mickey, Mrs. Loomis is back, Billy's alive again, and like they have a whole like handshake. I'm kidding. No. No, Legion. Bad. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you. Shit. I mean, that's where I'm scared we're heading, man. I hope it doesn't get too grandiose and too like, oh, this is the biggest Scream movie ever made. What happened to simplicity, man? Why is every superhero movie nowadays like the end of the world? Why does every horror movie have to be like the biggest situation ever? Whatever happened to just a small home invasion thriller? You know, these are the movies that I feel like are always the most effective. When we try to make things too big, I feel like they just fall over upon themselves because you're building the ladder to heaven when you can just find that here on earth. You know what I mean? It's that argument all day, every day when you try to make something too big. In rare cases, it works, like Avengers Endgame. You know, like that was fucking awesome for what it did. It was multiple movies setting it up, but I don't know. Not every movie or series or franchise has to be this gigantic cinematic universe like what we're doing with Halloween now. The HCU. I can't fucking wait. Oh God, how crazy is that going to be, man? I'm excited for Scream 7, and I know there's going to be more after that. I'm excited to see what else they do. But my God, if the Doctor Strange portals start opening up, man, I'm going to lose my mind. Legion, I appreciate the $10 though. As always, thank you so much for the support, my friend. Thank you. Obi is saying, kind of wish Scream would go have to the really smart social and horror comedy like Totally Killer. Did Totally Killer have smart social commentary though? I don't know about that one. But I do wish that Scream would get back to that. I'm with you. I feel like the horror commentary in Scream 6 wasn't necessarily in your face. It was more about the execution of the overall film. That's what I really liked about it. It was less trying to say like, here's this slick commentary on requels and all that. They just executed the film in a different way, which in my opinion is commentary in and of itself. But I think some people don't care for that. Some people want it, you know, spoon-fed to them, like Tatum, like Tatum in the original Scream. You know, her whole thing is like, I'm going to say exactly what we're commenting on in this time and moment, and that's okay. It works for that film. It does. But I appreciated that Scream in a weird way has gotten a little more mature with that aspect. Like, it's not necessarily like in your face horror commentary, but it's It's there. It's there in Scream 6, and I really enjoy it. I like that it was a little more in the background, with the commentary, with the things it was trying to say. Little social commentary in there too about reputation and how we like to like literally assassinate personalities online. I thought that was really interesting. A lot of that stuff I thought was compelling to me. Joey XYZ is saying, why is everything leading into a trilogy? Believer in the Strangers. Because it makes more money. Say it with me, ladies and gentlemen. Money, 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 money. That's what the studios care about the most, which is sad. And this, my God, this strike is really telling us all about that shit. Holy fuck. God damn. What was it? The deal that they were proposing? They were like, we just want 2% of the earnings from like streaming and shit. And they were like, oh, 2%? Dear God. Crazy shit. You want 2%? 2%? It's great. It's crazy that people are so upset about that. I can't believe that the SAG, I can't believe the SAG strike is going to go on for as long as it's going to go on. That makes me so sad. I can't, shit's crazy, man. 2%, man. That we're really losing our minds having people picket outside of places for 2%. Okay, well, you know what? I don't know. There's no winning anymore. there's just, no one can live in these trying times. Would you like an egg in these trying times? Yes is the answer. Let's move on. It'll probably be like the Fear Street level of quality. Fine with me. Hell yeah. Hey, if that's good with you, hell yeah. Wrestle recap. I'm getting into wrestling right now. Trying to get a little more into that. I know a lot of horror fans love wrestling, and I'm trying to get a little more into it. It's never been my thing really, but I'm like trying to vibe with it a little more. My buddy Jackson is like so into wrestling right now. Like it's his fucking thing. He's like, oh, need this. You got to get into this, bro. So I'm doing it. I'm trying to wrestle recap myself, you know? Jennifer Doomsday, I love that name, is saying, why are they rebooting The Strangers and then making a trilogy? Not needed at all. When I first heard of the trilogy, I thought they were making a third one to the others to make one, but not a new trio. I mean, I'm kind of with you there. I love me a good slasher, don't get me wrong, but The Strangers is so specific. Just like Scream, you know, if you're going to make a new Scream movie, it's got to be a certain way or it's not going to work for me. It's the same thing with The Strangers. Like, this is very specific. It stands out for a reason. It's because, you know, you have this mystery about why these killers are doing it. So many slashers, if it's like from the 80s or like early 90s, late 70s, whatever, a lot of the time they'll give you a reason. You know, the killers will come out and be like, I'm killing you for revenge, or I'm killing you because you boned my girlfriend while I was away, or, you know, something. Like, whatever the fucking reason is, they usually give it to you. But what's great about The Strangers is the only reason they offer up as to why they're doing all these evil and awful things throughout this whole movie is because you were home. It's upsetting. It's like, what? They just did this for fun? Like, they're just out here goofing around? What the fuck, man? It's what makes Art the Clown so compelling to me. It's like, why the fuck is he doing this? He's just having a good time. And he doesn't say anything, but you get that motive from the way he reacts to everything. He's laughing. He's like, that's funny. That's great. I love that. I feel like explaining The Strangers just ruins that. And I hope they don't. I hope that's not what ends up happening. Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. Jason Carpenter throwing $5 out there saying, blank to my head, I gotta say Scream 6 is my favorite movie of the 2020. Wow, the 2020s. Damn. Growing up in the mid 2000s, I never thought I'd see them continue after Scream 3. Hell yeah. Scream 6, it's been my go-to Scream movie lately. If I need something to fall asleep to, this has been the one for me, man. I don't know. Something about it. I think it's like one of the most fun movies in the whole franchise. It's got a certain vibe to it that I just feel like the other movies don't have. I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorite modern slashers for sure. Like, without a doubt. If I had a top 10 list of like modern slashers, Scream 6 is on there. It's not number one for me, but it's up there. It's up there for sure. I really enjoy it. The kills are fucking nasty. I really love a lot of the settings. The way it's shot is gorgeous too, which is really a big departure from the way the other films are shot. You know, all the other Scream movies are shot with anamorphic lenses, which I think is, you know, gorgeous. And seeing this film being shot with spherical lenses, it's different. It's very different. It doesn't give the same look or tone as the other movies have, but it's so specific. I kind of like it. It makes it stand out a lot more with the way it's shot, with the lenses they used, even how the shots are lit and stuff, how the sets are lit in that one are different than the other movies. I like it. It's the punk rock Scream. It's the redheaded stepchild of the of the franchise, and I think that's why I like it so much. You can't miss it. I feel like if there's here's another thing. If there's 2 Scream movies, let's say this. If there's 3 Scream movies, you have to watch 3 of them. This is a hot take, but I feel like 1, 3, and 6 are the ones you have to watch because those are the ones that stand out the most. So I don't know. For me, that's a hot take probably because I think there are better movies, but in the franchise, like I think 4 is great, but I think 3 it stands out a little more. It's so different, and I think that's why people like it so much. It's kind of how I am with Scream 6. It's a little more brutal than the other films. I think it ups the gore, it ups the blood, which is so important to me personally. The tension in some of the scenes are fantastic. The fucking bodega scene is chef's kiss. Mwah. Fantastic. I love it. But I'm glad you like it so much, Jason. That's awesome, man. Thanks for the $5, dude. Thank you. Great stuff. Jacob Myers is saying, Jake, what are your thoughts if Corey and Allison switched roles in Halloween Ends? Ooh, have never been presented with this question before. This is interesting. For example, Corey's a different person and Allison's the one going down a dark path like Michael Myers. I love that. That would work for me. I think the reason that would work is because, we've been following this character for 3 movies. We're not just randomly introduced to somebody. The other thing that would work with that too is Allison is purposefully set up different. Well, I don't know if purposefully is the right word because they don't really go anywhere with it, but Allison is a different character than Laurie Strode. But at the same time, she's our modernized final girl. The reason I like the new Scream movies better than the Halloween reboots we just got is because they gave us a final girl who's completely different than Sidney Prescott, which is why I don't think Sam should have the same ending that Sidney got in Scream 3. We should give her a different ending. Maybe one that's a little darker, in my opinion. Same thing with Allison. I feel like we should have done something which was just different, but instead, with Halloween Ends, we just threw it to the side. We're just like, yeah, forget this character. She's a dumb love interest now, because that's fun to watch, I guess. I don't know about that, but I agree. I think that actually would have worked a lot better for me to see Allison, lose both of her parents and then maybe just go down this dark path. Maybe in 2019, instead of Corey, accidentally, killing the kid he was babysitting, maybe instead it's Allison trying to get work, and maybe she just accidentally snaps at somebody, like her boss, who's really nasty to her, and kills the guy, and then totally gets away with it. It's like, whoa. Oh shit, where's this going? And then Allison is slowly dealing with this trauma that's building up, this evil that's infecting her. You could still get the same points across that Halloween Ends was trying to get across. The whole thing about, evil doesn't die, it just changes shape or whatever. You could get that across in the character of Allison. You could have gotten that across in the character of Fuckface from the first 2 movies. What's the butthole from, what's his name? Cameron, I couldn't think of him. Although I do love his death in Halloween Kills. Man, tell you what, you want to talk about chef's kiss? Right there, baby. God damn. But I agree. I think my only issue with Corey, besides the fact that he gets bullied by band kids, is the fact that I just don't know him. He's just if Steve showed up in Halloween Ends, or let's say this, in Scream 7, let's say it starts off with a character named Steve. Guy named Steve. Who's excited? Who's hyped for Scream 7? We're going to have Steve. Fuck yeah. I don't care. I'm just I don't care about Steve. I want to see Sam. I want to see Sydney. I want to see characters from the past movies. But I don't know. Just my opinion on it. I dig this though, Jacob. That's badass. Holy shit. Sarah, thank you for the $20, my friend. I really appreciate that support. Thank you. That is the issue I have with most TV shows, specifically action and horror. The first season is always great, but then they try to outdo themselves in future seasons, and it's just too much. It flops. It loses all the magic it had. I agree. I think that I do really love a lot of what happens in the Scream TV show. I do. I think the story and the kills are really exceptional, really, really fun. But I'm not crazy about I'm just not crazy about some of the characters and stuff. Getting from point A to point B is what's tough about that show to me. And I kind of agree with you here. I think the Scream TV show really tried to, push some boundaries in the second season. And parts of it are effective, parts of it are really cool, and it's probably my favorite season of the whole show, but at the same time, it's just I don't know. I would rather have seen this done in terms of a movie versus a bunch of filler with character arcs that I just don't feel like work for me. I can't stand filler. I think that's my big thing. I very much so, the more I watch movies especially, the more I value efficiency in terms of in terms of storytelling. And like, I just feel like a lot of TV shows, it's like, well, we have to have, 8 to 10 or 12 episodes. So we got to fill those cracks with something. And that kind of mentality just drags something out for longer than it needs to be. So I've always felt like the TV shows that I'm drawn to the most are the ones that are episodic, where it's like, here's a 30-minute story, the next one's another 30-minute story. Like Always Sunny in Philadelphia, I can put that on anytime and love it. Anime, some of it is good, some of it is not good. Like I can't get into Naruto, it's just not for me. I've seen a few episodes of it, and I'm just like, this is all set up. This is like people have tried to pitch One Piece to me, and they're like, well, once you get past the first 60 episodes, it gets good. And I'm just like, that's just not worth it, man. I'm sorry. 60 episodes I got to get through. Like how many weeks is that going to take me to get through before shit gets good? I agree. I think, I'm not big on grandiose, big overarching stories. I just like, give me something good, give me some, how can you impress me in 90 minutes? How can you impress me in 2 hours or like a 3-hour movie? Like I'm hyped for, what is it? Killers of the Flower Moon or whatever from Scorsese. I'm actually really excited for that. I love long movies, but I just don't like a TV show where it's like, here's filler after filler after filler. And then finally we're getting to something, it's just like, well, now I don't care. The reason I love Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul so much is there's like really no filler. There is one episode, a single episode of Better Call Saul that I think it's arguably filler. It's character building on one of the specific characters. I won't get into it any more than that, but the rest of the show is pushing a story forward. And it's like, damn. That's why I love that show so much, because it's like, it's very efficient. It's very focused on what it's trying to do, and it's not trying to do any other stuff that just feels unnecessary. I think some people love like world building and like just the idea of like immersing yourself into like a different world than someone else's. But I don't know. That's just not really for me personally, but I respect it. I get the interest. I get why people like stuff like that. But it's just not really my thing, I guess. I really like, holy shit, impress me in 90 minutes, impress me with a 90-minute movie or 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. That shit's cool. But I agree, Sarah. I think that a lot of TV shows maybe that don't even do that. They're just trying to, here's a side plot with a character that doesn't come back ever. But Sarah, thank you for the $20, my friend. I do really appreciate that. Thank you. Holy shit. And Tanya's throwing $10 out there. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tanya. I really appreciate the support. And you're also saying, hey, Jake from, oh my God, you're in Horror Nights in Orlando. Nice. Just wanted to say I really enjoy your live chats and insights into all horror movies. Thank you, Tanya. Have so much fun in Orlando tonight. I can't make it this year and I'm so sad. So have fun for me, Tanya. Have an absolute blast. I'm so happy you're out there. I'm happy you're having a good time. That's sick. Have a good time out there. Thanks for stopping in the live chat. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Hunter is with us saying, yo, Jake, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Did I miss a lot? No, we're just talking. We're bullshitting, hanging out and all that. I don't even know. What the fuck are we doing? We're just spitballing. I love that. Bobby Lee is saying, good title idea, Jake. Halloween, Dark Path. The Dark Path to the Butthole. I'm really just forcing these butt jokes right now. Yeah, that was bad. Don't count that one, Sarah. That was just, I tried and I failed. Jordan Caleb is saying, I feel the same way. American Horror Story has gone way downhill. I have not seen the last 2 seasons of the show. And honestly, I really enjoyed the first part of season 10, like the double feature one. The one with the vampires was cool, but the other one I wasn't crazy about. I want to watch season 11 and season 12, but I've heard not great things. So I don't know. At one point though, I want to give it a chance. There's so much TV I got to catch up on, man. But like I said, I don't know if I'm crazy about it, man. I want to get into it. There's a single episode of Breaking Bad that's filler. Yes, okay, but that one I excuse, though. Like, okay, come on. The Fly is great, though. The Fly does jack balls for Breaking Bad other than show once again how crazy everyone is. Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're spot on. But sometimes filler can be phenomenal, like that episode. Or the episode in Better Call Saul, which, like, there's an episode in Better Call Saul where it's just focusing on Mike. And like some of his stuff he's got going on. And I'm like, this doesn't further the plot, but I love Mike Ehrmantraut so much. I don't even care. One of my all time favorite fictional characters in anything, Mike Ehrmantraut. My God. If you love Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul is a must watch. It is just so good. It adds so much more to it. And it makes itself so necessary in so many ways. It's so good. I could talk about it for hours, but This is a horror page. We gotta talk horror. Blyson is saying, watching Dark Harvest Wednesday. I gotta watch this one as well soon. I just love pumpkin horror icons, including Pumpkin Lord from last year's Halloween Horror Nights. Oh, absolutely. He was awesome. I saw him live. It was sick. It's very good stuff. Yes, no, absolutely. I gotta see it. I was talking to somebody today who was saying, who kind of described the film as like, this is like a Pumpkinhead, like a Pumpkinhead spiritual successor, basically. And I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. I love that. Because I fucking love Pumpkinhead. That first movie is so much fun. I hear bad things about the sequels, so I don't know if I want to watch them or not, but man, that first movie, so good. Have you seen Legion? It's a horror film, says my synthesis. Is Legion the one about like the angels or whatever that like come down and kill people, and the one guy's got like a CGI mouth? I really like that one. That one was scary. I saw that when I was a kid. Scared the fuck out of me for a bit. I was like, damn, angels are fucking scary, or whatever the fuck they were. Jason has got to go, saying drinking my ass off with my pansy ass Michelob ultralight beer. Hey, that's okay. I respect it. Listen, I'm a German, so I got to drink German beer all the time. It's like my favorite. My friends think I'm so fucking weird. They're like, drink Michelob, drink Bud Light. Jesus Christ. I'm just like, nah, man. I need my Hefeweizen. Sorry. But enjoy, my friend. Have fun. Drink responsibly, as they say. You gotta have fun on the weekends, man. Ghostface95 is saying, hey, Jake, have you seen Eden Lake? I've heard of this movie. I hear it's fucking brutal. If you haven't watched it, and if you have, what did you think of that crazy ending? Tell me no more, Ghostface95. I heard it's amazing. I hear it's really dark. I love shit like that. So I'm hyped to see it. Hey, friends, if you're spoiling things in the chat, I'm not only going to keep ignoring it, but I may block you. Please don't spoil things that have leaked online. I really don't want to have to block anybody tonight. I know things have leaked. I know. Let's not talk about it, though. Let's wait until these movies come out. So let's not talk about that. Darth Kermit is saying, whoever gifted me a membership, thanks. I mean, man, I have not even been able to come to the streams, but whoever gifted me a membership, thank you. It's probably either my chunky Jordy or Sarah, who typically does that. I think Scott even donated some stuff the other day, Scott Royston. I do really appreciate all you guys for the support, though, and look at that, Darth Kermit even showing some support, some love and support as well. So, hell yeah, Darth Kermit, very good stuff. I'll have my Patreon review this month is on Pet Sematary Bloodlines, and it is just going to be me ripping that movie apart for probably 20 minutes. I have so much to say about that film. My God. Slasher Studios is saying, had to deal with some things. I missed some of the parts of the stream. Would really like to talk horror movies on Instagram. I messaged you on there, and you responded back. I'll check it out, man. I feel so bad. I have so many messages on Instagram I got to respond to. Like I said, I have not had time. If I had a whole day of nothing, I still wouldn't be able to catch up on all the stuff I got to do, my friends. But I will try to message you back, my friend. We'll talk a little horror. It'll be fun. What else do we got going on? I think if Scream 7 isn't filmed in the snow, they should make a Ghostface wear a white costume. That would be cool too, Hunter. I would be very into that. Very cool style decision right there. Someone was asking about Barbie, and I missed it, but I'm just going to click on this one. Jake, Oppenheimer thoughts. So let's talk real quickly, fire round on Oppenheimer and Barbie. I loved both of them so much. I came out of Oppenheimer feeling devastated. I'm like, fuck, I'm having an existential crisis right now. We're all dead. I'm like, oh my God, this is so scary. I loved that movie a lot. I think I had some criticisms of it that I felt like were weird. It's just typical things that I'm just not crazy about in terms of Christopher Nolan's writing. I think he writes some great stuff for the most part, but then every now and then you'll have a scene, and Oppenheimer has a few scenes like this where it's just like, what? like what are you trying to get across here? Like, why are we name dropping JFK like it's this is a Marvel movie it's set up for the next film? It's weird. I think the stuff with Florence Pugh just isn't good either in that movie. It's weird. It's like, this scene exists so that boobs can be here. And I'm just like, this is weird, man. Once again, I get that it's based on a true story. I just think there's a lot of it that's odd to me. I don't know. But I, for the most part, loved Oppenheimer. Thought it was great, with some weird things here and there. But I really enjoyed it. Really gave me, the ending especially gave me just a fucking like, oh my God, like I'm gonna die. The shit's scary. I really love that for that reason. But Barbie is like a fucking masterpiece. That might be my favorite movie just in general of the year. I fucking loved it. The theater experience was amazing for it as well. I, had to go in all pink, of course, which was great. Dressed up as Ken. I think that movie handles its commentary like crystal clear perfection, and I love that Ben Shapiro missed it. That makes me crack up. Fucking hilarious. His review had me in tears. I was like, this is so bad. This is the worst. This is one of the worst movie reviews I've ever watched in my life. But Barbie was so good. Oppenheimer was good, but Barbie was like a 10 out of 10 for me. I really enjoyed that film. It's so surreal. Like surreal humor is like some of my favorite too. I love things that are just like otherworldly, it feels. And that one handled its subject matter just so well. The humor is, I laughed, I cried. I don't know. So much about it was great. And Michael Cera, listen, I know Ryan Gosling was great in the movie. Don't get me wrong, but Michael Cera, I think, just gave one of his best performances in his whole career during that film. There's a scene where he's just beating up people, and it is so funny. I was in tears laughing. Like, I was almost falling out of my chair. I was laughing so hard. Just so funny. Such a great movie. I loved it. I'm one of those people. I don't even care. I liked Barbie more than Oppenheimer. Fight me. It was a great movie. I really enjoyed it, but both were great, man. I went into both of them with being a little skeptical. I was like, I don't know if either of these are going to work. I think we're just doing this for the meme. And I came out of both of them being like, damn, I love both of these. It's a top 3 Christopher Nolan movie. It's my favorite and my favorite Greta Gerwig film. Hard name to say, but great stuff for sure. Haunting You is throwing $20 out there as well. Thank you for the super chats tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for the support. Saying 1968, Jungle Jim needs a movie or two. I don't know what this is, but this is crazy. It's a comic of a soldier in Vietnam surrounded by the dead and Viet Cong, including a one-shot titled Bad Sign, about a few survivors in San Fran surrounded by the dead and the Zodiac. Oh my God, this is heavy shit. I don't even know what this is, but goddamn, this is crazy. Haunting You. God, shit. I want to read this again. It's a comic of a soldier in Vietnam surrounded by the dead and Viet Cong, including a one-shot titled Bad Sign. Okay. And a few survivors in San Fran surrounded by the dead and the Zodiac. Fuck. That's pretty wild. That's some wild shit right there, man. I'll have to look into this. Oh my God. This seems very much like horror, but also like very much so like just real life horror, like very much so like Oppenheimer. I think Oppenheimer falls into the category of like documentary horror in a weird way. It's like it's horror, but it's based off of real life shit, and I don't know, it's just really scary. I like, obviously that's not true crime, but it's like that's horrifying. Like here's the guy that built the thing that will probably like end everything. So that's so scary. And like something like this I could see being made into something similar. Like it's, ooh, damn. Scary stuff. Haunting You. Wow. It's fucking crazy. I really do appreciate the $20 though, my friend. I do appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the Scream 6 Steelbook as well, Haunting You. I don't know if you got that or not. I hope you did. I think I already asked you this, but I'm a nervous little Nelly. I want to make sure everyone gets everything that they got. So thank you for the $20 though, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you. Did I watch The Conference? I do not know what this is, unfortunately. There's a lot of horror movies that have come out this year that are like really underground that I missed, unfortunately. You try to cover everything, but unfortunately you just can't. The final girl in Scream 7 should have a red and green outfit, maybe not stripes, but similar enough to Freddy, tribute to Wes. And if it's a holiday slasher, there you go. Maybe they're wearing like a Christmas sweater that's all fucked up. That would be cool. Why not? I mean, that's not too gimmicky in my opinion. If characters want to wear Christmas sweaters that get covered in blood and torn to shreds or something, cool. That makes sense. That's fine. That's a style decision, not a plot point. If a plot point of the movie is we got to kill like a fake Santa or something, I'm like, okay, I don't know about that, but yeah, no, I feel it. The Conference is on Netflix, says Tyler. Okay, I'll have to check this out. Very cool. All right, Conference on Netflix. I do not know anything about this, but I will check it out. Is this a horror movie or no? It just doesn't sound like one. I just don't know. Maybe it is though. That's badass. I will check. I will look into it. Look into it when I got some time. Conference on Netflix. I'm saying it multiple times so I don't forget. Hunter Graham is saying if they kill Gale, I really hope that ain't the one reason why Sydney returns like they did with 5. So here's my question though. Why would Sydney return? Because like my big thing is if Sydney comes back, it's got to be a reason that's even crazier than one of her friends dying. Like that's my big thing about Sydney coming back into it. I was actually, someone pitched to me on a live stream the other day. They're like, well, what if, Patrick Dempsey is the opening scene to Scream 7? Like, he gets killed, and that's what brings Sydney back into it. I'm like, oh, that totally works. Like, yeah, that would work for me. Because here's the thing. If Sydney just comes back because they want Sydney to come back, I'm going to immediately be like, okay, well, she didn't come back for 5, but she did after Dewey died. You know what I mean? When the stakes got high, that's when Sydney gets involved. So we need something. You know what I mean? We need something to bring her back to draw her in to the Ghostface things, because as we saw in 6, she can just hide too. If she has no personal stake in it, then fuck, she's going to go out into the middle of nowhere and just hide. Why would she come back otherwise? That's going to be a pretty big plot hole otherwise, So I need something. I need a good reason for her to be involved. If it's, it doesn't even need to be Patrick Dempsey dying either. It could just be he gets attacked. Like, that would do it for me. It would be like, oh, okay, now she's in defense mode. Not defense mode, attack mode, you know what I mean? Versus defense mode. All right, I got one more question, and then old Jake's gonna get moving because I still have more shit to do. I'm sorry. Jake's tired. Jason is saying, love watching your streams, Jake. You, Craven, and Knight are amazing people. You guys rock. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you. You rock, my friend. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out on all the live streams, man. I'm so excited to talk to Knight and Craven again. We're thinking about doing the Lethal Collective again soon, and man, I'm just so excited. I love those guys so much. If you guys aren't subscribed to them, by the way, go subscribe to their pages. They're great. Great guys. So excited to talk with all of them. And Tyler from Fate Decided as well. Very excited to talk with him again soon. Gangster Bro is saying, I think a horror sci-fi film about the recent unidentified orb sightings documented by the Pentagon would be sick. Make us fear the unknown, but this time it's even scarier because it's based IRL. I love alien horror big time, man. I think when a lot of alien horror gets too focused on reality, though, it's like, well, we can't prove that aliens are real, but here's some stuff that happened, or whatever. I want to see some more alien horror that's a little more like people getting abducted and weird shit happening to them, like that movie that came out this year, No One Can Save You. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was fun. So I don't know, more stuff like that would be cool for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jake's got to get some rest. I was supposed to sleep all day today, get some rest for the rest of the week. This is my mid-October nap period, so I can just go hard the rest of the month, and I worked all day. I can't help it. I'm a workaholic, my friends. Taking a big break though with the end of the year. I'm so sorry. Gonna take it easy in November, and then December, I don't think you'll see too many videos from old Jake, but I'll be hitting it hard in the new year for sure. We got a lot of horror to cover next year, let me tell you. So I'm excited for it. I will be live again most likely on Monday, so come hang out and say hi. I think the Pet Cemetery video will be out tomorrow for Patreon people and channel members, but no promises. Definitely in the week though. I absolutely love all you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, and thank you for the support. Seriously, you guys are fantastic. We'll be live again on Monday, so come hang out. Thank you all for the support tonight. Thanks for hanging out, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Peace out. Have a happy Saturday night.